to PSIS 217. Yeah, come on up, girls. Just wanted to say a quick hello to everybody and thanks for being here. We are delighted to have City Council Member Ben Kallos with us. We also have Erica from the Borough President's office, if you could raise your hand. And we have Jesse from Grow to Learn, if you could raise your hand. And Community Leader Julia from the Roosevelt Island Garden Club. And we have Olga and Natalia from the PTA, raise your hand. And we also have Ava Boschbach from the Parents Network on Roosevelt Island. And we also have the troop leader, Janine, for the Girl Scouts. And they're represented by the Beacon. And we also have brownies here that are supported by Manhattan Park. So welcome everybody, thanks for being out here. And we are going to do a special milkweed planting activity, but first I'm going to give the mic over to the most amazing leader, Principal Beckman.
Thank you. Really, again, we want to say how we're so excited that we had the opportunity to be a part of the participatory budget and to have been the participants of. It was definitely one of the most exciting things for our school, but most importantly, it was wonderful to see how our community came together in support of our school, which is the best school. So we were very, very thrilled. So we do thank you for this opportunity because it is the first step towards us achieving a green roof, which we're very excited to do. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I'm Councilmember Ben Kallos, and I have the honor and the privilege of representing Roosevelt Island as well as the East Side and East Harlem. And so I have to decide every year on how to spend our city's budget. And our budget is now very close to $80 billion. And along those lines, council members have discretionary funding. And what I wanted to do that was slightly different is let you decide on how to spend that discretionary funding, whether it was on parks, ADA accessibility, roads improvements, or on green roofs. And it was completely delegate run, so I just want to take a first step and just thank Roosevelt Island for participating and having a delegate. We had two, so the first person I'd like to thank, if she'll come right back up here, is Christina Delfico for her leadership, and also she's not here, but Sharon Berman, who is also a delegate. And the only way something can get on the ballot is if a delegate puts it there and then helps make it happen. But then the next piece is, once it's on the ballot, folks need to help make sure it wins. And so I want to thank the principal of the school for her leadership, Mandana Beckman, as well as the PTA, if you could come out, because you definitely had a lot of the folks out here. And then we also have the troop. And so how many of you helped get people out to vote for PSIS 217? And so so all the work that you put in helped raise $500,000 for your school. How about that? Have you raised $500,000 with a bake sale or anything else yet? So now you have something nice for your resume. So you worked on a project and raised $500,000 for your school, which is absolutely amazing. But none of this happens alone, and I just want to make sure I also say thank you to our Borough President, Manhattan Borough President Gale Brewer, who was a key ally and key friend and supporter. And I want to make sure to acknowledge Erica Batiste for joining us today. We're also joined by our Assembly members, Chief of Staff, Callie Medea, if you want to just come up here. We are a close family, and we work so very closely together. Especially with Rebecca, we were able to secure public purpose funds for one more year for Roosevelt Island, and hopefully we'll be able to change some laws so that we don't have to worry about it again. And also our partners at Grow to Learn, Jesse Kerr of Vanderslice, as well as Celine Shaw, Director of Communications for Citizens Committee of New York City, as well as so many others in the Roosevelt Island community, including the Garden Club, if you could join us up here. And so this is what a community coming together looks like, and this is what winning looks like, with over 850 votes, which was more than anywhere else in the community by more than 100 votes. No one even came close to Roosevelt Island. And so hopefully we can get this fully funded this year. That is our goal. Otherwise we may be back here again, but our hope is not, and that we can get together between my office, the Borough President's office, the Assembly, the Senate, and everybody else, that we can try to get this all funded, or if we need to, just good old-fashioned fundraising. But hopefully we can get this built sooner than later. And along those lines, we're going to be doing something next which should be really fun, which is planting milkweed, so that we can attract something. What kind of bugs like milkweed? Yes?
Butterflies.
Butterflies. And does anyone know what kind of butterflies like milkweed? Somebody else? Yes?
Monarch butterflies.
Monarch butterflies. And so butterflies are so very nice and beautiful bugs. And I'll tell everyone a secret here. When I asked my wife to marry me, I actually hid her ring inside a box of butterflies. And so when she opened the box, a dozen butterflies came out, and they actually all landed on her and were crawling all over her. Would anyone be okay with the bugs crawling all over them? What about butterflies? Is it okay if butterflies crawl all over us? So, do you know what she said after she got attacked by the butterflies? She said yes. So very, very glad, and hopefully we can plant milkweeds and make this island about lots and lots of butterflies, because once we have them, they will grow new families here, and hopefully they will become ours. So I just want to thank you for putting this together, and I hope that we can win more for this school next year, and I hope that you'll continue to participate in participatory budgeting. Do you know how old you have to be to vote in participatory budgeting?
16.
16? So how many of you pledged to vote when you turn 16? Great. So thank you so very much. Thank you for the community. And again, all I have the honor to do is to just take your tax dollars and let you decide how they get spent. But all of you are the winners who did all the hard work. So thank you very, very much.